From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your afternoon update.
You want to go where to buy a new refrigerator? Steve's A to Z Appliance in Cottonwood? In Cottonwood? Just a 10-minute drive. And they'll save us money. New and used, honest, reliable, factory-trained repair service and parts, and they'll save us money. And dispose of this thing? We gotta make the short drive to Steve's A to Z. Thanks, son.
Steve's A to Z Appliance, front and main streets in Cottonwood. Drive a little, save a lot.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm meteorologist Mike Kruger. Looks like we're going to see continued dry and mild conditions here for the rest of the week. Now, I do expect cooler and unsettled pattern to move in by especially the second half of the weekend. Highs dropping next week. Also more unsettled for next week with chances for rain, snow in the mountains, and a little gusty at times as these storm systems do pass on through. So let's get you through the rest of the day today with temperatures upper 70s in the valley, 50s and 60s for the mountains, and we're talking in Trinity County somewhere in the mid-70s for those daytime highs. Now the winds, a little gusty this morning, especially in the valley, but they should subside here this afternoon. So that certainly is going to be some nice relief. However, it looks like the winds may pick back up again here for tomorrow afternoon. Nothing terribly alarming. And you'll also notice out in Shasta Valley in central Siskiyou County, some gusty winds there. That could be a bit of a concern. And by the way, also pretty gusty along the coast. Not concerned about fire weather there, but just gusty winds nonetheless. And, you know, they may subside a little bit on Saturday, but still a little gusty there. Still a little breezy for the valley and even some of those eastern mountains as well. So we also factor in the humidity, and of course the humidity will be fairly low for the rest of the afternoon today. I think we'll be down in the single digits to lower teens for the valley. Now, as we go into Friday, those winds, again, remember, are picking back up a little bit for Friday afternoon. They're still going to be fairly low in the single digits to lower teens. But even though the wind's still a little breezy on Saturday, it looks like the humidity levels will increase a little bit here for Saturday afternoon. But bottom line, over the next few days, we still have that unfortunately elevated fire weather risk. This is the storm system I've got my eyes on, and it's slowly migrating in our direction. But as it does, it's getting weaker, and it's really not going to bring us any rainfall. But what it is going to do is as it moves through to our north and west, it will open up the door for the next series of storms. We've got an area of low pressure right here. Cold air, this trough of low pressure, and you can see these little bands of rain embedded within that trough of low pressure. So on Saturday, we may, as early as Saturday afternoon, see some light showers for parts of the north coast. But I think for the most part, will be mainly dry for almost everyone through Saturday. Then this all shifts eastward. You can see that first band of rain coming in on Sunday. Now this is when I think everyone will see a chance for some measurable rainfall. Snow levels are still going to be fairly high, probably above 5,000 feet. Then we go into your Monday and cooler air begins to pool in. We still have some more bands of rain moving in as well, so still more showers. Snow levels may be down to about 4,000 feet on Monday of next week. I think we'll see a lull in the activity on Tuesday. And then the forecast model is having a difficult time with the timing and intensity of this rainfall coming in by the middle and latter part of next week. But it does look like as we go to Wednesday, Thursday, Friday of next week, we'll see a series of weak storm systems move through Northern California, and that could bring us some more cool and unsettled weather, if you will, through the end of next week. Now, as far as rainfall totals are concerned, you know the drill, right? The typical footprint is most of the rain in Delnor County and even parts of Humboldt County, and then heading eastward, we typically just don't see as much in the way of rain, especially in the valley. But the valley through the end of next week, around next Thursday, could pick up anywhere from, say, 1/10 to maybe even 1/4 of an inch of rainfall when all is said and done. Now, is that a lot of rain when we're talking 7-8 days? Not necessarily. Most of that rain, again, will be off to the north and to the west. Don't take those numbers to be exact, by the way, and don't take these to be exact. But what this is showing is that the long-range forecast models are picking up on that colder air and the potential for snow for some of the mountain communities. Now, I think places like Mount Shasta, Etna, Bernie, that might be pushing it a little bit here. And, you know, I think places like El Turris, Chester, yeah, not out of the question for you to maybe see a dusting of snow, and way, way overdoing it for Hayfork. I don't think we're going to get a trace of snow there, but again, we're starting to see the forecast models sometimes they can tend to be a little inaccurate when we start looking out that long for snow. But what it is showing and illustrating is that that colder air is in place. We're expecting that colder air to move in, and that is going to mean lower snow levels. But again, not necessarily as low as what you saw there in some cases. All right, so here's what we have for the rest of the day today. Temperatures mid to even upper 70s this afternoon in the valley. Still, I guess we'll call it mild, coolish in the mountains, mainly in the 50s, although in Trinity County and in the inland areas, we're talking mid to upper 70s there, much like the valley as a matter of fact. Temperatures upper 50s, low 60s for the coast. Looking at mainly sunny skies here throughout the day today. Let's take a look at that 7-day outlook. Now it's dry for the valley through Saturday. Temperatures staying right around or just above normal for this time of the year. There's that rain coming in Sunday, Monday, and then we'll dry things out Tuesday, Wednesday. And you'll also notice we're going from the upper 70s to mid to upper 60s for Sunday, most likely even through next week. So once the temperatures drop, they're going to stay down, most likely through all of next week. Now, looking at the coast, I have included a slight chance for an afternoon shower on Saturday as well as some of the inland areas. But again, the bulk of that rain will be here on Sunday into Monday. A lull in the activity on Tuesday, and then maybe as early as Wednesday again of next week for parts of the coast and inland. But I think the rest of us may hold off till the end of next week. There's a look at Siskiyou County, Modoc County, and the Eastern Mountains. Dry through Saturday. Showers coming in Sunday, Monday, and cooler too, dropping down into the 40s and 50s for Monday through Wednesday of next week. That's your afternoon update. I'll be back at 6 o'clock this evening for the latest.
At Wind River Resort and Casino, we like to celebrate life's little moments. Oh, and the big ones too, because around here, when you're completely in the moment, that's when the magic happens. Come in and find your moment at Wind River Resort and Casino.